Hello, I am Vito Banger, frontman formerly of the world famous Nappy Roots.
In the arts, it changed my life. Now I've teamed up with The Breathe and Light a Chance to change more lives through the arts.
And I'm from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
We started Breathe in 2012. It's a program that gives kids a creative outlet to express themselves through the arts.
To come from a single-parent home of $10,000 or less, and to be able to ride an airplane to New York, or to be Grammy nominated, or to come from one of these title schools, and the teacher be like, "You never gonna get paid looking out a window." And I'd grin. And when the counselors and guidance counselors would ask me in high school, "V, what you gonna be? What you gonna do?" It's like, I'm gonna be a rapper. For teachers to be like, man, that's what he was gonna do, and actually set out and actually do it. And Nappy Roots being formed at Western because we wanted to take the next step of not really knowing, but the American dream of just having better. Music gave me the courage to do that.
According to the National Endowment for the Arts, at-risk students that have access to the arts inside and outside the classroom have better grades, they have higher career goals, and they're more engaged in their community. After great success with our after-school program, we decided to start a residency initiative in which we incorporate Breathe into the classroom to provide a non-traditional outlet through creative expression while experiencing personal and social transformation while still learning.
Due to believing that I was different and not stupid, I didn't test well as a kid, was in below average classes. Just rap really opened the door, music opened the door to do the impossible.
Earlier that youth are introduced to the arts, especially like music, actually the better it is. It's been proven over and over again that music knowledge leads to higher test scores when it comes to math, when it comes to science, and that also music helps with when it comes to controlling emotions and attention and stuff as well.
As a professor, I use art in that because I try to get students to think about, I no longer want you to work on being schooled, because all your life, all you've done has been school. When you've gone through K-12, they've taught you how to memorize and regurgitate. So now I'm ready for you to show me you. And as a part of that, I want you to show me your whole you. So that means be as creative as you want to be. In all of your work that you submit to me, don't look at it as there's this right way and this wrong way, but what is your way? So I think all of us and the way we move and what we do can be some form of artwork.
I have the privilege of working with kids and guys and ladies who were failing miserably, or you look and some of them, English is their second language, and living around a Bosnian culture and an African culture and a black culture and a white culture, all in poverty. And the only thing we identify with is music.
So many times when I worked in public schools, I would see so many young people who may have been going through challenges in their life, whether because they're living in poverty or because they have situations at home. I would work with them and use the arts or use their creative selves as a way to basically tell their story or to release some things. So for example, if you think about most lyricists or rappers or people that write music, a lot of times they're just telling a story. They're using narratives as a way to free themselves.
Being a kid urban, and you always want to prove things, and you always want to let cats know, I got this here. We would teach you your timetables, get the criteria from the teacher or whatever. He's like, V, I want to learn the H today, fluent. And these guys miss their H's all the time. And he may ask the person, what's 8 times 5? And Well, now that I'm doing rap songs or music, repetitive muscle memory or brain memory, now it's 8 times 1 is 8. I said 8 times 2, 16. Then, and they bop, and it's got that groove, and they never miss a question now. They went from borderline not knowing to now they can't wait to show you.
Music helps stimulate memory. It's funny that you can put on a song that you hadn't heard for 20 years, and you can hear the first couple of chords and you know that song. And the same thing with kids. When you put certain things to music, they're able to recite it better because that rhythm and the beat or whatever that is associated with that music helps them remember it more.
And they had this sense of pride, like, wow. And to see them know that and fill up an arena or fill up a gymnasium and be excited to learn what they hadn't been excited to learn before. I call it sprinkling sugar on vegetables. Eat up.
When you think about our whole self, our spiritual self, our cognitive self, our emotional self, I think that all of that is related to the arts. So to me, it should be a part of our daily lives, just like eating is a part of our daily lives.
If you believe that you're second to none, you're gonna do second to none work with confidence. It will enable you to help someone else. It helps your self-esteem. Like it's, okay, we even now. I'm not inferior. I don't have to look on your paper because I feel you're smarter. I know now because it's in my playing field. And that's where I think music and this music has helped others.
Even in our culture, we stick on this rational self, and it's kind of like we move away from our intuitive selves. So the arts and music and all those creative things that we do really complement and make sure that we maintain being our whole selves, because none of us are just our academic or cognitive self.
You make better choices when you know who you are. If you respect that that's a great athlete, you can acknowledge that that's a great athlete and be okay with it, even if you're not one, because you know who you are. And that's what music is. It gives you an outlet. It gives a voice to the speechless.
Research has shown how music has supported people with depressive tendencies, people who self-harm, people who struggle with just a varied amount of mental health issues. So I think that music and the arts can do so much.
Troubled kids need different solutions. It's not physics. It don't go down just one way. And for troubled kids to be able to express themselves, like they don't have family they can talk to, they use their one get out of jail free card with most people. And for music really for you to have an outlet, to be heard, well, more so where we can relate to you and get you the help or the attention you need. Music's our outcry. From famous artists such as Kanye West, he's not the most sociable guy, but his music lets you know he paints a pretty picture, as well as Nappy Rooster Jason, whomever, Molly Cyrus, Beth Hart. I got to get out of this town and back to LA. She had to get herself back together mentally. And that's for any troubled kid. We just trying to find our way.
We use Breathe as a tool to help kids inside and outside the classroom. We want to bring our innovative and one-of-a-kind program to your students to help them breathe.